Right, guys, it's been a while. Wall sharpening. Got my buddy Tom Rix.
What's happening, bro?
How are you doing, son?
I'm good. It's been so long, right?
I know.
I've lost my hair and I've regained hair by the time we're back.
I know. It's been a while, innit?
Yeah.
It has been a while. But what have you been up to then, mate? You've obviously got a few things on now with Dopey Darren.
Darren is officially back, everyone.
He's back.
And what did I say, though? I said the last time we spoke, didn't I? I said, I'm thinking of bringing Darren back. I've written about 6 or 7 sketches I'm really happy with. And I was, as I said, I'm going to put it out. Get Darren on TikTok, first of all, because like it or not, Facebook is dying out. It is for, for people coming through, youngsters who basically they're all on TikTok now. They've obviously, they've gone from Facebook to TikTok. So I was like, right. And I just know Darren will be, and it's proven. I've put up 3 videos now so far. I've got about 4 to go. And it's blown up massively on TikTok.
It's doing really well.
I can't believe it. I honestly thought that Darren had been and gone. And I thought, I do love this character. There's a lot of potential with him. And I was thinking, like, I'd be gutted if this was the end, after the first little blip between 2016 to, say, 2019, when I went to do BBC sketches with Darren as well, and it was going really well. But then I thought, right, I think I've done as much as I can do for the time being. Let's move on to something else. And I did my Welsh accents. And I just explored, and like me, I do accents and impressions. So I thought, let's branch out. Let's do some of that. Let's give Darren a bit of a break. But back to my point, I never thought that it'd blow up again as much as it did, but it has. But now it's on TikTok. Yeah. It's like a breath of fresh air. I'm getting the views, and I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed. Darren is back.
I'm glad it's doing well, mate. I'm glad it's doing well.
I thought I'd left it too long, see, and I was like, oh no. I was like, it's such a shame because I love doing Dopey Darren, and I got this new content now that I've written these new sketches, and I was like, do you know what? Like, you've got to have the balls to fucking do it.
Oh yeah,
so
it's putting it out there.
I was like, just do it again. And it's attracting new audiences. People are sharing it all over the country, north, east, south, west. Can't believe it. I thought it might, the old fans that have followed me since I started, I thought obviously that, they'd be chuffed he's back. And obviously they are, they're all loving it. But yeah, it's got a whole new audience now, which has surprised me. And I'm just like so relieved. I'm like, yes, this is my stepping stone again now. I'm going to start here. And I'm just going to fucking just go for it. Can I swear?
Of course you can fucking swear. Fucking get on the edibles now, like.
Oh, mate, honestly.
Oh, fuck. It is, especially when it's something it's a mad thing, really, because it's something you've created, isn't it? It's something you've created from your mind, a character.
Well, do you know what I think it is? I grew up at a very lucky period in time, I think, because when I was in comp, it was your Ali G, your Devo. You had all of these these chav characters who at the time, we'd do the Ali G impressions, we do Devo, we do Phone Jacker, Face Jack. It was a good time for comedy in comparison to what it's like now.
Yeah.
So that sort of, and I've grown up with so many Darrens, and I've taken a little bit from each person, and I've just created this this thing, and it works. Everyone loves a chav, everyone loves an idiot. I used to be one, Nobody can fucking tell me how to be a chav,
I did as well.
Yeah, we all, well, not all of us, but a lot of us from Swansea went through that phase, when we were, between fucking, I don't know, 12 and 17 or whatever it was, But it's great. I love doing it, and
you've got to come up with more ideas with it, haven't you? Really, bit of
course. You got to keep your character. Say Dave Chappelle, he's changed his style. He's adapted to. He's basically taken the piss out of the world as it is now. You look at the Dave Chappelle show; he's completely changed. you know. But you got to move with the times. You have to move with the times and
stay relevant.
What would Darren have to say about this now in 2022? Yeah. What would he have to say about the pandemic or Brexit or whatever, you know? Yeah. And that's the good thing about it. You'll always have content if you keep moving with the times, you know?
Because the character doesn't have to change as long as he's, you know, keeping up with what's going on.
Yeah. And like before, I'd be quite stubborn. I think like, just put out what you think is funny and be ignorant to it. It doesn't really matter, you know. People will love it because you love it, you know. But my mum said to me once, she said, if you're going into this game, you've got to do what people want to see, not what you want to do. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, you got to give them what they want, not what you want to fucking do. Yeah. You know? Yeah. So you have to sort of compromise, if that's the word, or adapt.
Yeah.
And I'm waking up in the morning now. I'm like, yes, Darren's back.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's giving you something to fucking work on, isn't it? Something to do.
I don't, honestly, mate, unless I'm training or I'm doing I'm getting some kind of sweat on, you know, unless I'm either exercising or I'm being creative, I don't feel alive otherwise. And it does. It motivates you. And, I'm fucking on top of the world at the minute, you know. I'm like what I used to do before. I'd be impulsive. I put my best stuff out. Or I do a 2-minute video and put about with Darren, and I'd put about fucking 4 jokes in that. Yeah. But now I'm saving the best. I'm giving you a little taste every week, sort of bleeding him back in slowly. Yeah. And as ultimately, like as I said, I want to make a success of this character now on TikTok. I want to go into stand up. You know, obviously, providing everything goes all right, which touch wood so far it is going well with Darren.
Stand up.
I'm gonna do stand up as Dopey Darren.
Yeah, because I was gonna say
anyone but myself. I've bombed so many times, right?
Is it?
Doing stand up, and I've frozen because I just feel exposed. I'm like, I did this gig before. I'm sure I told you up in Bridgend, and I got the booking from Dopey Darren, from the exposure Darren was getting, and this guy booked me for this rugby club. And if any of you are watching in our rugby club, I'll give you all a tenner back. I'll give you all a tenner back. I was sort of like, you know, I was on a high, and I was thinking, just write some material as Tom Rix and put it out, you know, just. Again, unexperienced, you're riding that wave and you think, I'm untouchable, you know, nothing's going to go wrong. Yeah. And boy, did it fucking go wrong.
I'd love to have fucking seen that.
This guy come up to me, right? I finished, I finished about 10 minutes before my set. I said, right, guys, I'm going to call it a day now. I said, it's obviously not going too well. As I just made it like a sort of, you know, a little remark like that. And this guy come on the stage, grabbed me around the shoulder, and he was like, mate, he said, you can't come up here and give a performance like that. And I said to my mate who was carrying my gear, I was like, Maff, I said, let's go, man. Yeah. Let's get out here.
Oh, and, I bet it didn't put you off, or?
No, it didn't put me off. It frightened me. It you know, it was a sort of a punch in the fucking nose, basically. And so I said, no. And it did. It scared me from going back to doing it for a good 2 years at least. But
it's a nerve-wracking thing, see, you know?
Yeah, but I nobody knows me as Tom Rix, the funny person. They know me, well, they kind of do, but everything I do is mostly in character. So whether I'm doing my impressions or I'm doing Dopey Darren or whatever's on my mind, that's essentially what I'm in character, or, you know, so... Yeah. Every time I've done stand-up, then again, you know, I did impressions, or I did this gig, and it went down amazing, and I was like, fuck, I think I found my sort of
calling.
Yeah, with in that sense.
Yeah.
But I think it's funnier as well if you're in character, so that's funny. Just being that person, but also it'd be funny, I think, if Darren could do some impressions as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, he'd be like, right, I'm going to do some impressions. And everyone's like, what the fuck? You're going to do some impressions?
And then he bangs out the crack.
And he's actually all right at it. Yeah. And then they're like, oh, fair play. Because Keith Lemon does it. Yeah. In his sketches. He's still Keith Lemon, but he's playing different characters. Yeah. Because, like, I think it was Seth MacFarlane that said... I'll be anyone but myself, because you kind of feel shy, exposed. You're like, fuck, I'm not me, I'm not funny. I need to be in this character.
Yeah.
But,
It is. I can't imagine it being fucking hell I mean, if you go up and sing and you're shit, people will be like, oh, fucking listen to this cunt.
Predictable.
But then if you go up and you're a comedian and you shit,
yeah,
or it bombs,
exactly. Yeah.
That's an even bit, because it's like, mate, you're not even fucking funny.
What I find is cringe is when you blatantly try and be funny. As if, this is my job.
Yeah.
I like people who make me laugh just by watching their body language, that, they sort of like, I don't know how to explain it really, like sort of sarky humor without trying to be funny, and you're like, you're fucking hilarious. You don't even, the ones who don't realize they're funny, the humble comedians, I love them. They're great,
Yeah.
Like Sean Locke.
Yeah.
Love Sean Locke.
Yeah.
He doesn't go around saying, "Oh, I'm a fucking comedian,"
Oh.
He's well, rest in peace to that man. He's one of the last of a dying breed, man.
I got tickets to go up and see Joe Rogan now in the O2.
Oh yeah. That's
gonna be fucking good.
How much you pay for them?
Fuck, 130 quid a ticket.
Is it? He's in the O2, is it?
Yeah. It's gonna be massive, isn't it?
Yeah. But what are you going into that knowing? I love Joe Rogan. I can't believe how well he's done.
I know.
Do you remember that show we used to be on? That
Fear Factor.
Yeah. Because for years I was like, I fucking know his face. And
you didn't know it was him?
No, it just plants in the back of your head, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it figuratively, sort of speaking. When you see something or see somebody's face, and for years you're like, fuck, where do I?
Yeah.
And then when I found out, I was like, that's the guy. I remember the show.
Fear Factor. Yeah, he
awesome.
done that fucking years ago, didn't he? Just had him eating all sorts of shit.
Yeah. But it's great to see how well he's done, He knows his shit about fighting. He's a witty comedian.
Oh, yeah.
He's intelligent.
He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
He gets the right people on his podcast as well, which effectively has fucking got him to where he is.
Like, he's gotten to the stage of he just doesn't have to do anything.
No.
Like, do you know, like you were saying just now with you've got to sort of accommodate other people. He's at the stage where his following's so big, he just does whatever the fuck he wants, and everybody just watches it anyway.
Apparently, he's the highest paid person on Spotify.
Oh my God, like...
Spotify's fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's mad, mate.
That's crazy, like, he's the highest paid.
Mm. Yeah, but he's got deals left, right and centre, mate, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it is, there's so many podcasts out there now.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing this for a bit of fun. Like it's never, it's never gonna. It's just too much stuff out there.
Yeah. It is, and people forget that it's mainly for, for listening to. It's audio.
Yeah.
It's fucking Spotify. It's iTunes. People automatically think Joe Rogan, go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that visually you should be able to we finish this podcast and you just fucking compile all the best bits from this podcast, put it out there, and then people are like, shit, I want to listen to it all, I want to listen to more, so then they go on to your Spotify and that,
because I used to do like a mashup video of things.
It's what attracts you,
it's what pulls you in. It's the it's like with the Dopey Darren thing, you need to do like a video of a mashup. You probably already have them.
Yeah.
But like with the new stuff now, mash up that with some of the old stuff.
Yeah.
Mash up the newer stuff together.
Yeah.
Just different videos, really.
Exactly. And like going back to what I was saying earlier, I've been doing this now roughly for about 6 or 7 years. I've learned a lot from it. So this time around with the launch of Dopey Darren, I'm experienced. I didn't always remember I used to do some of them off the cuff.
Yeah.
And I'd crease myself, because I'd know people like that, and I'd be like, oh, what the fuck did I just say? But anyway, I write, I've written, I've prepared, I've promoted it before. I've taken a professional approach to it this time around, and I've got people talking about it again. I've built it up, and I set the date. I put the first video out on that date, and I'm going to try and put one out now every week. Yeah. Until I finish it. And then, as I said, if it's big, then again, at the end of that, I'll go into stand-up. Yeah. And this open doors again, You gotta be, confident that you're going to have fun with it. Once the fun stops, like, that's why I stopped for a while. I wasn't having fun doing it. Yeah, of course.
So...
Yeah.
that's when you've got to sort of take a step back and reanalyze a bit, you know.
Yeah, of course. I'd never look at the money side. Obviously, the money's nice, and I'm doing all right with it now, but that's never why I intentionally wanted to go in it. You know, like your Jack Joneses and people like that. They're on fucking TikTok from 10:30 in the morning, right? And they write through just begging people to give them gifts.
Oh,
I'm like, make some fucking content, you know?
Is that what they're doing?
That's what they do. And have you seen Lawrence on TikTok? Oh, hi. Trying new things.
Who's that? Lawrence on TikTok?
Yeah, there's certain
have a look, guys.
Would know. So basically, Lawrence was on TikTok as this sort of sad, lonely, massively overweight. To be honest, he was, you know, not far off 30 stone, and it was his it was his weight loss journey, and he was dieting, and people were commenting. But now he's got 3.odd million followers. And he's like changed his attitude, like he's gone greedy. He's gone sort of like he's making a living off begging people for gifts on TikTok.
What the fuck? Like, I don't get it. And people are giving him gifts.
You can, if you register, like there's a payment system like Bitcoin on TikTok, and you can reward people. You can play like games, you know, like fucking stupid games on live against each other.
The fuck?
And then they can like I'm gonna burp a sec.
Don't poop, whatever you fucking do.
So egg and toast.
Rub your fucking nose in it, you can.
But yeah, going back to you know, like I was saying, that they beg on TikTok, and I just think now you're not only ruining like your reputation as to how you became successful.
Well, yeah,
you're selling out, man.
Well,
you're fucking selling out. Like
they made me set up something like that when I did the game stream.
Yeah,
and that was something to do with gifts or something, or rewards or something.
That's it, yeah, rewards and gifts.
And I was trying to figure out, like, I was like, fucking, but you do see that's what it must be like when I'm watching these things and they're saying, oh, thanks for the stars or something.
That's it.
Yeah.
But going back to my point again, I've never been in this game for money from start to finish, right? From honestly, I love the feeling of creating something. You randomly have an idea, and I grab anything, write it down, because I fucking forget, knowing me. My short-term memory is shit, and you know why.
You've got to write everything. Yeah, so fucking hell.
From the whole process, right, from creating it and writing it, you get that buzz, that adrenaline. You start piecing you putting it all together then in it. You know, you're breaking down, episode 1, I'll put this in episode 2, whatever. And then you put it out. You're obviously nervous because you think, fuck, you know, this is completely new. This is a new sketch, say, again, with Dopey Darren, and it's a new impressions video or new accents. And you're worried then. You're like, fuck, I think it's funny, but will they find it funny?
Yeah.
And that's what sometimes can fuck your head up.
Yeah.
But as I said, you put it out, you get rewarded by the likes, the shares, the comments, the exposure. And you're like, fuck, you know.
Yeah, you know that.
That's what I drive towards, you know. And I never want that feeling to go away. And as I said, if I, like, obviously I'm working part-time as well. I got to pay the bills, haven't I? Because, you know, it is what it is. But ultimately, I'm going to keep pushing forward, and I want to do it professionally. Yeah. Because I want to be happy, and this is what makes me happy, you know.
Doing what you fucking love, like, which is, you know.
But there again, you have phases where you can't fucking think of any ideas, and you're like a fucking idiot for about 6 months.
Do you know the biggest
problem? And then
problem?
you start contemplating everything, and you're like, should I just give up, you know? Oh, people are just going to laugh at me, or remember Tom Rix, that twat that used to do those videos? You know, but it's good to come back and do it, and you get, like... People have a laugh. I get a love for it. I get a buzz from it. And
the reward is the feedback, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. That's it. And I don't give a fuck honestly, right? I don't give a fuck about the money.
Yeah.
I don't. But, you know,
it'd be nice. Enough. It'd be nice, but fuck.
Peace of mind would be nice. Your bills are paid.
If you can tick over and you're doing something you love, that's, you know.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate goal, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah.
Because you're doing something you love, so you don't feel like you're working, you know, with the tattoos. It's the same with me.
Yeah.
When I'm not in hospital.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like fucking, I was going to say, like, say now if I've had edibles or something in the night.
Get them over here.
Yeah, right? if I've had some edibles in the night, right? I'm not kidding, you know.
Legal edibles.
I think I'm fucking hilarious. I'm thinking to myself, if I can remember this in the morning, it's going to be brilliant, and I'll write it down. And I think to myself, it's fucking hilarious. And you know what? The next day, you're like, what the fuck was I laughing about?
Yeah.
And, not only that, or you will remember what it was, and you think, why the fuck did I find that so funny?
But there again, like, obviously, you know, I smoke weed now and again, but
every day, smoke weed every day.
But honestly, I find sometimes it helps with that humorous. It releases that humorous side of your brain.
Yeah.
When you're stone cold sober, sometimes you can be quite stressed. You know, your thoughts could be going in 100 different directions. You haven't got tunnel vision on something. When I'm smoking, sometimes I'm on my fucking game, man.
Yeah.
I am on my... That's the very words Mike Tyson said. I'm on my game.
I think it helps.
If I'm on my game.
I'm on my game.
Listen, you're going very quiet, Mike, at the talk. Listen, Ali's a savage.
Sometimes I'm a monster.
I used to think I was a bad motherfucker, vicious motherfucker.
He's bang on, Mitch.
I never do. Was he bang on?
It was that.
You're going quite like this, Mike. His lungs are quite fucked up.
His lungs.
That's a shit. I gotta do that impression.
Some people think I'm a monster.
Yeah. That's a side of me that people don't see.
Yeah.
But inside I'm a monster.
It's the years of no, it's not crack.
Yeah, he's a fucking
of just weed lung, basically.
Do you know with Mike Tyson, though, right? It's fucking bonkers. Going on to a bit of a different subject. Like, it's mad how much he's fucking changed, mate. DMT,
He's an intelligent guy, mind.
Do you know this stuff he knows? He knows loads about fucking history and...
Is that what Joe Rogan was talking? DMT, is it?
Yeah. Would you try it?
Yeah. It's like, obviously in a country that is legal, yes.
We'll do it live now, yeah.
Dopey Darren, get on it, son.
I'll ask Darren, you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck guy.
Ring Dopey Darren, get him down, yeah.
Yeah, Christ.
Get Mike Tyson as well.
Sometimes I think I'm a monster.
But I would like obviously, you know, somewhere where it was legal, I would do it like 100%, I think. But there again, mate, I don't want to go into it. I went to a festival.
Come on.
I went to a festival years ago, and I had a. But this was off MDMA, and I had a fucking horrible emotional trip. I argued with everybody. I left the fest. I proper like.
You sure it wasn't just alcohol?
No, man. No, it's called.
That sounds like me on alcohol.
It's called half a shandy.
Yeah,
half a shandy Andy.
Half a fucking shandy
pint sized Pete
from Finnegan's Fish Bar, like.
Dandelion and Burdock today,
yeah.
Sean? No, I think
I'm gonna splash out.
Yeah.
Give me the shandy.
Yeah. But it was MDMA. It was dodgy stuff. I knew straight away, and my head just completely went, and it's totally put me off, putting myself in a vulnerable position again.
Were you in a bad place at the time? Did
No.
you have anything going on? You look at me, I'm like a shaman. How are you feeling spiritually at the time?
Hey, look, you're a shrink. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you fucking nothing, man. Okay. No, I was about 24, 25. I was in a shit job at the time, to be honest with you, and I couldn't get the time off to go that weekend. It was Boomtown Festival. I couldn't get it off. And you know, I apologise to fucking everybody I was in that festival with, to be honest.
Everybody you told to fuck off. Like.
Yeah, that's the first time, honestly, that's the first time I've ever been that fucked up. Like, I always like to get smashed, but I'm in control. I know where my wallet, my phone is. I'm having a laugh.
What were you tripping on?
It was fucking MDMA.
Is it?
I dodged really dodgy stuff, and mate, it's put me off MDMA, like, you know. Not that I do it every Friday, but you know.
It's put me off. I mean, every day I take it and I get that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking. It is, but
I knew it though. I knew I was pushing my luck too much. I smashed the drugs in my from about 18 to fucking 27, and I knew it. I was like, my head's gonna be fucked soon if I carry on like this. And you'll
end up like Dopey Darren.
Yeah, fucking hell. It's just, you know, and. I thought that I got to stop all this because I do Creamfields, Boomtown, fucking Escape in the Park, I proper festival head, music.
Loved it, like.
Yeah, I've changed my leaf completely.
You've got to, I suppose.
Yeah. But yeah, on the positive side as well, you know, I've had some of the best fucking times of my life on drugs.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, it's mad because with something like
turn
DMT...
this bit off, man. Man, turn this bit off.
Don't look. That's the thing, or with things like this, like DMT is fucking...
It just frightens
it's completely
now
different.
You're saying it. It's just frightening
It's
me.
complete. I mean, it should. It should.
Oh no, I'm gonna be fucked again.
It should frighten you because it is the most fucking terrifying fucking.
That's what I don't want.
But as well as the most terrifying, the most fucking hell absurd fucking thing you're experiencing, the most amazing thing you're experiencing, because it's timeless. It's hard to explain. You're in this thing that's more realistic.
You're gonna trip out to this now, and I'm not even gonna be here.
Yeah,
you're gonna be doing somewhere. It's like, oh yeah, fuck, I was meant to fuck.
Yeah,
Tom Rix's fuck.
Yeah, no, it's fucking mental. It is. You're gone.
Yeah, I would. I probably. I don't know. Yeah,
it's fucking mad.
I'm saying that though. I've been in house parties. We've all been off our tits, and I have to be with my crowd, you know. Otherwise, you get annoyed.
You don't even want to.
Who's nicked my charger? Then?
Yeah, you don't even want to be in a crowd though when you do this.
You don't.
You want
to be with your close boys. Like.
One person. Don't have a few there because it can fucking trip
Jeffrey
you
Dahmer.
Up. Don't get Jeffrey Dahmer there for fuck's sake.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. Wake
this
up.
Is some good shit.
Wake up in the fridge like. What the fuck? Oh my god, it's fucking It's now that's a fucking mad.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. Yeah, that's a mad program. Anyway, yeah, everybody's talking about it at the minute.
Crazy.
You're only so many in, and you said.
Yeah, I was saying earlier. I'm about two and a bit episodes in, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate. I give it a go, and then I was saying earlier when I get about 20 minutes in, I'm like, oh my god, this is fucked up, this is cringe, and then I turn it off.
Go for a cheeky wank.
Oh, God, you can't. No, but seriously, it's fucked up, man.
It is fucked up.
How I've read into the real obviously story, and apparently he got away with it for fucking years, and.
He did, didn't he?
It's America's fucked.
I won't spoil it for you because you haven't seen it all.
I don't even know if I'm going to go back. I'm on episode 3 now, but yeah, like I was saying, I'll turn it off and then I'm like, don't be a fucking, just give it another go. Give it another go. But when I'm into it, then I'm into it, you know.
It is. It's crazy to think that happened, like. You know,
only in America, like, you know.
And the director, there's a very it's a dark thing. The directors had to create something like the room is set up exactly like the room was he killed the people in, and you think to yourself, he's really got to go into the mind of these killers.
What's his name? The actor, is it Evan?
Oh, I can't think.
He's first time I saw him.
He's done a few nutters.
He's been in American Horror Story, brilliant. He's great at playing those fucking, you know, those sick characters.
Maybe he is just fucked up, like. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I saw an interview with him last night, and he said when the creator approached him with a script, and he was like, "Fuck." And he said, I got to film this scene today where I'm, you know, doing whatever. And he was like, I really had to go somewhere with my mind, you know. I really had to fucking just... And he said that he had to go to the extremes, basically. And he said that's the thing about being an actor. If you want to be that good, you've got to detach from yourself and become this fucking psycho fucking rapist killer. Like,
monster.
You know what I mean? He's a fucking monster.
You got to become a monster sometimes.
Hey, listen, yeah, it's real good.
It's fucking mad though. It's fucking it's crazy how, because there's another.
But they always make great shows, don't they?
That's what I was saying to Stacey. I was like, look, you know, everybody fucking hates these serial killers, obviously. I mean,
yeah.
But then once a few years have passed, everybody's watching it.
It's more of a part of history then.
Yeah.
Say the Ted Bundy thing. Like, you couldn't put that out in, say, 1982.
Yeah.
You haven't long fucking done it, you know?
Like, she said, I said, you don't get serial killers like that anymore. And she was like, oh, thank God. I said, well, yeah, But the reason is because technology's come so far. You commit one murder, you fucking caught, don't you?
Yeah, they make a thing about now how there wasn't any DNA. They just had fingerprints. I think no CCTV in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, Ted Bundy was having a fucking field day.
He was fucking... I know. They had...
Like.
I mean, if there would have been a lot more serial killers, but technology...
Exactly.
Killed him off, like.
Yeah, you can't rob a fucking Whisper from the corner shop now, man. Pack a fucking Wrigley's from the co-op.
Yeah. No, you won't get away with fuck all these days.
Fucking hell. I remember the days where I'd go in a shop with fucking 50 pence. I'd come out with a fucking Boost bar, Fanta, and a pack of salt and vinegar crisps.
I know.
Nowadays, fucking CCTV everywhere, mate.
Yeah. I was going to say, fucking hell, 50 pence went a long way. CCTV everywhere. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, some people still get away with a bit of shoplifting, don't they?
Yeah, my nan. You know,
my nan.
Nan.
Loves a 5-finger bargain, like.
Never learns. Loads in her bank as well. Fucking hell, selling smack when she for 20 years.
Smack. Dopey Darren's taking over the enterprise now. Yeah.
What the fuck do you think you're talking to, man?
It's fucking, like, what else have you got in the pipeline then? Are you going to... Which other ways can you push this with Dopey Darren?
I tell you what, Facebook are becoming fucking starving cunts, right? Because they limit my... Say you pay, you know, I've paid for boosted posts. Of course I have, you know, I hold my hand up. They do help. But what you find is, if you post a video and you think, oh, it's not doing as well as I expected, I'll give it a bit of a bump in it, give it a bit of a boost. Pay like a 10 quid or whatever. And they say, right, we're going to share it now for 5 days, and you're going to have so many, attractions of the video, so many viewers or what have you. But then you pay once, and then you upload your next video, and they purposely, I know you fucking do this, Facebook. They purposely restrict your exposure because they want you to pay again.
Oh, what a bunch of fuckheads.
They do, honestly. They do it. And like I was going to say, social media is great. It's free to get yourself out there. To do, you know, look how many businesses there are now because of social media. You know, it's great in that sense. Yeah. But there again, it's also a business. They're starting to see now that, we could fucking, you know, we could make a good few quid off people, yeah?
Not that they haven't got enough, like. This is the problem with fucking...
I want my tenner back, Zuckerberg.
Yeah. This is the problem, it just gets too greedy.
Something's cushy for a while, and then when it goes commercial, that's when the money comes into it. Greedy, it's a business.
You know, because he was making a lot of money selling our information and shit like that, wasn't he? So he made a lot of money from doing that, and then he got caught and got a slap on the wrist and lost rights to whatever.
It's fuck all to him, isn't it? You know, he owns Instagram. Meta is the umbrella. It's fucking, you know, it's Instagram, Facebook. He's got it all. I think TikTok is the only one, and Twitter is the only one he doesn't own. Yeah. He's buying every motherfucker out, isn't he?
Well, he's just buying everything. It's like Monopoly. He's just like, I'll have that, I'll have that.
But he's a weird cunt, isn't he?
I know. Have you seen a cunt doing MMA now?
Is he? Sign me up. I'll fucking left hook him to fucking Hawaii. So, and I want my money back.
We'll see. Let's see if we can sort it out.
Was he
charity match?
Yeah. Was he doing judo?
No, jiu-jitsu.
Oh, fucking hell. Let's put judo out of fashion now, isn't
it? He's doing jiu-jitsu now, so, yeah. It's fucking mad. Like Mark Zuckerberg.
I don't know what to say.
I wonder if he's going to fight in the UFC.
Holy fuck.
He goes to watch it a lot, see?
It is mad.
Can you imagine him in the UFC?
No, I can't, to be honest. I can't imagine him just being out in public having a good night out. He'd stand out the fucking mile, wouldn't he?
Fucking mad.
But there we are. But he didn't have an idea, actually. Have you seen the social network? He fucking robbed the idea off those two twins.
He robbed the idea, tweaked it, because it was originally just for the fucking university.
It was for the uni, wasn't it? It seemed like you can add friends, see what... And it was about events, wasn't it, and everything like that.
That looks like it's gonna...
Oh, get this on camera. Oh, it is. Look at this. Some fine physics from Mr. Walsh.
I don't fuck about. I'm like fucking Heisenberg. I'll just cook something up in a few seconds, yeah. cook something up in a few seconds.
That's pucker, that is, mate.
Yeah, it works, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but I could
does.
see that had come loose, and I was thinking, if that comes off,
I'll have to go up with the mic.
No, it'll go down.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Physics, man.
Yeah.
Physics. Come on, bud.
Mate, fucking hell.
I was good at science. I was.
Is it?
I was good at science. Maybe
my...
I should be in a meth lab cooking shit up.
Yeah, DMT.
DMT, yeah. I did look into it before.
Is it?
Yeah.
Just looking at it.
I looked into it. I was like, oh, fucking hell, I fucking killed myself. I put the wrong fucking mixture in. Like, I started doing it with, I was making the fucking e-liquids for the fucking vapes when they came out. I was making them fucking... I was having like 2 litre bottles. I was making them in and stuff.
But that's a good idea though. When they were fucking blowing up.
Oh,
not literally blowing up, but
yeah.
when it was becoming popular,
blowing heads off.
Yeah. But mate, I've seen. I saw this picture online. This guy in hospital. He's like crippled, and he's like think twice about vaping. And he's like,
oh,
honestly,
shut up.
Yeah, he said his like one of them exploded. No, that was like a different guy. And then like in
what
their
exploded?
Mouth, like
the vape.
Yeah, the vape like exploded, and it fucking he blew half his face off. Like.
That didn't cripple him all.
No, that was another guy who basically
a piece of metal went through his spine. Like
he said, his lungs were flooded from vaping for too many years. Like
now I vaped my fucking head off for fucking years.
Kids now have got a vape pen at 15, walking to school with a vape pen and a fucking pint can of Monster Energy. We had a Boost and a can of Fanta, like, do you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah.
When we had a real fag walking us.
Yeah.
I'm saying that like it's better.
One real fag, like.
Yeah, fucking hell.
It is crazy. I always say it, and it's like how things have changed, and you imagine now when old people used to say that to you, you'd be like, oh, you know, old fucker, like, and now we are the old fuckers who are like, wasn't like this when I was younger, like.
In the last 100 years, there's never been such a massive change in generations from say 30 years, from some 1990 fucking 2 to now. I don't think, like, say in the 1950s up until the 70s, a lot changed, you know, fashion, culture, but predominantly you would still go and knock for somebody, you know, you'd still use a landline phone because do you get what I'm saying? Because technology's changed so much, it's changing people like massively, you know. I can't relate to a fucking 18-year-old now, and there's only 12 years, 13 years different.
Yeah.
You know, they're
completely different.
They're fucking, but they're not. But this is the first generation of social media and internet. They're not not all of them, of course, but a lot of them are not sociable. You know, they're not streetwise. No. The amount of fucking kids who walk out on the fucking road and drive, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, wake up.
Like, oh.
Yeah. They're constantly just on the, like, take their phones off them and they're fucking nothing. They're vulnerable to the world.
It's weird because we were like probably the last sort of generation
who called for each other, went cycling,
who didn't have phones.
Curbsy didn't have phones. Yeah.
You know, I didn't have a phone until like probably the last year in school. And even though I had the phone, no other fucker had it, so I couldn't ring anybody apart from my mother anyway.
Come pick me up.
Mom, I'm down the park.
Yeah, come pick me up.
Get me a flag on, Mom.
Do you used to do the 0800 reverse before?
Yeah. When
you'd go to the phone box and like, shit, I got no money. I've got 20p for the phone. And then they'd be like, please leave your name. So the thing can know who it is. And I'd go, pick me up by the park. And they go, you have a collect call from, pick me up at the park. Do you accept the charges? No. And they'd be done, wouldn't it?
Yeah. It'd give the fucking
message,
all those things. Like I had a pager at one point.
Did you?
Why, like?
And a fax machine as well.
Pager, a little pager, you know, like the doctors had.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah, like fucking a kid in school, like, I got a pager, like. Who's paging you in? Nobody.
Fucking hell. But
I'm putting the talk time on, like, Mum, chuck £5 on you for me.
Oh, yeah.
She'll put it on. You've run back from the park, put the £5 on it, and then next thing, you're ringing her then. All right. In the bedroom, like, ringing her from the bedroom.
With the when you top your phones up, remember you'd buy the polyphonic ringtones.
Yeah,
and I'd have what did I have? 50 Cent. Is it Pimp? Is it? And he'd play the.
I'm a motherfucking
PIMP. Yeah, and he'd go blum 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 blum, and I'd be like, "Oh, phone's ringing, boys."
Yeah, loving it.
Where'd you get that ringtone? It's top. Pay 50 pence for it. Like.
I knew you had to pay for the screensavers and stuff.
That's it. Yeah.
Like how mad. It's fucking crazy.
But it was good times though, innit?
But yeah, like at the time, and every time they'd bring a new one out, it'd be like, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
It's not going to get better than this.
No.
Snake, like, it was, it's not going to get better than Snake.
Yeah.
And then next thing, you're fucking watching TVs, or, you're watching fucking TV on it.
Or we'd be waiting till 8 o'clock for the free calls. It was after 9.
Yeah.
Free calls after 9.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Just
that?
ringing every cunt.
Yeah.
Well, I do what? Yeah, what's the matter? Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm just using the free fucking calls.
Yeah. Or you text WUU2. Oh, we up to.
Yeah.
But now everyone writes properly, don't they? Very, everyone's literacy is much better.
Is it?
I'd say so.
I don't know.
When someone texts me now, it's not like sort of be where you been, and it's like
it's only because they've got the fucking spell check on and it fills it in for them.
Yeah. Kids, you just don't know. We'd have to fucking go on a quest to
Yeah.
find the letter we wanted.
It's still a bit like that on the Xbox now. Do you know if I got or the Fire Stick? Do you know if you got to sign into something?
Yeah, you're like
fuck. I'm like that. If I go on something it doesn't sign me in, I'm like, for fuck's sake, it's taking forever. Cross, boom, 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 boom. It fucking takes forever. But yeah, this technology is just fucking like
it's gone crazy. We're like, it's like you see youngsters now. They're like futuristic people from like Demolition Man or something.
Well, they've grown. They've literally from like babies been playing with iPads and shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it makes you like. It just makes you think how they are going to evolve really differently from.
Yeah, of course they are. It's only natural that they're not going to be streetwise. Yeah. When mummy and daddy stop overprotecting them and they have to go out in the big bad world, they're going to be
to war.
Yeah, well, yeah, but they're not going to be able to just happily manage their life. They're going to be very stressed. They're going to have panic attacks. I think you see a lot of them on TikTok, and like some of them spew some hate to me or whatever. I'm like, on their profile, I'm like. The fuck is he? Probably about 12. Fuck off. Do you know what I mean?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, get down the fucking park and have a game of cups, like.
Have a game of cups. It is. It's. I don't. Looking at how bad things are now, with depression and things like that, and I just can't help but think it's going to have a bad effect on the future.
Oh, of course it is.
Because we're already seeing bits of it.
It's taking effect now, mate. Yeah, absolutely.
We're already seeing, a big change. You never heard of so much depression and stuff in the past.
No. But with me, I loved my younger years. I often think back, I reminisce, I get very nostalgic quite often. And I think what it was at the time, we weren't exposed to everyone and everything that was going on from a phone.
Yeah.
We were just living our life in our local town.
Yeah.
And all we knew was our little world. But now kids are like, oh my God, look at Kim K. Oh my God, look at Jeff. Oh, why can't I look like that? They constantly like, they're putting themselves down because they're seeing how perfect everything. Yeah. I fucking hate Instagram.
Because it's not so long ago, right?
It's out perfect each other.
It's weird, right? Because I always try and look at the way things are shifting with evolution and where try and get an idea of where are we going
society-wise.
So where have we come from, where we going? And I watched have you seen the Elvis film?
I haven't yet.
Oh, it's fucking good.
But I'm gonna watch it, Mama. Yeah,
it's
I'm
good.
Gonna watch it. Yeah,
it's
I
good.
love. Go on, I won't. Go on, go on.
He basically the way they filmed it and all of that, but. I just had this fucking feeling after watching it. I was like, he was like one of the first sort of big stars that was like globally. I know they had big stars before.
He was the first sex symbol for girls. White, and he was very racist.
And then you're talking about the Beatles.
Yeah,
and
they were the first group boy band. Basically, they were the first white boy band.
Michael Jackson. He's your mom, motherfucker. It basically, it hasn't been that long ago that they didn't have icons like that.
No.
So it turned from, then you had like obviously the film stars, you know, Brad Pitt, and
that's how pop culture starts. You start idolising people. You have people that idolise.
And you look back at some of these videos now, like something popped up the other day of Britney Spears when back in the day on stage and MTV Awards, and everything's so different now. Like, look how cheesy that looks now looking back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The cultural change in it, yeah.
And now everybody's... basically, it's given... Everybody used to watch, like, MTV Music Awards, or used to watch... Yeah. And they wanted to be celebrities.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, internet came along, and everybody can be a celebrity.
Everybody's a celeb. Everyone's a content creator now, but... You got to have a fucking game. You got to have a talent that you know. You got to stand out.
Oh, it's not easy.
No, I know.
It's like you can't just. But this is the problem, though. Is the route I was going down? Is a lot of the youngsters are growing up, like, and the first thing they say, you ask a kid what they want to be. I want to be a YouTuber. It's like it's probably not going to work out. Like, you know, you need to have another plan.
One of fucking billions.
But you know, and especially now, like I was saying with the podcast earlier, there's so many about. I think the ship has sailed with it all. You know, I think that there's obviously new ways to come in and do things. There always is, but it's not it won't be easy now jumping on the bandwagon later on.
Yeah.
So it's a very sort of saturated platform, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Like the way I see it as well, like I forgot how old I was. I'm 32 now. How
old are you?
32 next month.
Remember when I thought you were 40 odd?
He thought I was fucking 40 odd. 40 odd. Not 38, 39.
You did
fucking 40.
Oh, in fairness, you did say I was about 35 earlier.
I did. I swear it was a little compliment that I didn't intend to do. I just say, "What? You're about 35. You're trying to be nice." He's like, "I'm fucking 40 now."
40 next year.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe I'm 40, son.
As I'm getting old, mate. This is the way I always describe it. Right, that 5 years. If you did sixth form, 6 years, that's 5 or 6 years in comp felt like a lifetime because you were growing.
Yeah.
You were becoming a fucking.
Well, I didn't fucking grow much.
No, but
I wasn't fucking growing, son. Speak for yourself.
Lift that chair
Speak
up.
for yourself.
But not often I meet people. I'm not that short. I'm 5'9.5" because my asthma clinic. She said, it's all changed, mate. She fucking did this and that. She said, "Oh, you're actually 5'9.5." I was like, bang, Tinder profile 5'10".
5'10". Yeah, like you did have platforms on, like.
Yeah. But fuck yeah, what I was saying now, that 5 years in comp felt so long, and look how fucking quick it's gone.
Oh, it flies.
Yeah.
When you look
I'm so glad I enjoyed my 20s because like people, like I remember the teacher saying in school, like your 20s will go the fastest, then your 30s, then your 40s. But
I didn't enjoy my 20s at all.
I didn't obviously always enjoy, but I'm glad I went out when I did at the right age at the right time, Say if I went in Bamboo now, I do feel old, I'm glad I hit the fucking scene at the right time.
At the time, yeah. You go to town now, it's just full of kids.
Yeah,
it looks like.
And not just that, we used to go to town not to be seen, to get fucked up, to have a laugh, get your shirt off in a skate, drop 5 on the head, fucking
look at the way they all dress.
But now you go out and it's like you're watching an episode of like The Only Way Is Essex or whatever, innit? And I'm like, oh my god, this is not a fashion event.
Yeah, everybody's strutting down like the catwalk down Wine Street, get to the bottom and turn like back up.
Mad. But I know we all adapt and we do it because it's the in thing, let's have a selfie. But my day or today, fucking my day, 100%.
Oh,
100%.
Without a doubt. Like, I genuinely, and even though I use it a lot, fucking social media, man. Like, I'm sitting there in bed sometimes and I'm just looking at these videos, right? I'm like, I'll come out of like a daze. I've been there for an hour and a half, and I'm watching some cunt skimming a ceiling. I'm watching some cunt fucking stripping down something and looking what's inside. I'm like, what the fuck? I've been here for a fucking hour and a half.
You're watching some Korean just fucking. This girl's about fucking 6 stone, and she's scoffing down these noodles.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, why am I? I've been here 9 hours. What am I watching?
No, you know what? Like, I haven't fucking left the house for 6 months.
No, mate. Once you get into that trap.
Oh, fuck.
Should see my parents now, right? They got smartphones about 2 or 3 years ago. And they used to say to me and my sister, oh, you're always on that bloody phone, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you fucking wait now.
Yeah.
You wait. And I'm like...
Yeah.
And then my mother's like... I'm like, oh,
you can't help it.
I did a video about it, and Wales Online I've shared it. I was just basic, but the point I was making was people related to it so much.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's all they like now.
Yeah. It is though. It's fucking. It's so bizarre. Like I know I'm doing it, and I still can't. You get it trapped into it.
Yeah, of course.
And I'll go to pick my phone. Like I automatically now, if I'm bored, it's like fucking smoking a vape.
Of course it is.
You'll grab your phone.
I can't go for a shit without my phone. I cannot go for it. I'm like this. I feel like...
yeah. Where's my phone?
I'm reading the back of a bleach. That ain't fucking good enough.
My ass won't open without it.
Oh, here's your phone. Here's your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Needed, fucking hell. Like.
It's true, though, isn't it? We look at our phone now like a wallet is fucking... I used to lose so many mobiles, like, when I was young. I didn't give a fuck, like...
I know, now we lose your phone, fucking hell.
Like, fancy swapping phones.
It's the end of the world.
It is, mate.
It is the fucking end of the world when you haven't got your phone. It's bizarre.
Crazy. And the price, like, they get you in through the contract, and you end up paying about 10 times more than the fucking phone's worth.
Yeah.
You know.
You're better off buying the phone outright and then just having the fucking SIM contract.
SIM only, that's what I do now.
That's what I do. You're much better off doing it that way.
Yeah. That Martin Lewis said, he says, a no-brainer, don't get a fucking contract. But when you're young and you're out in town with the boys and you walk past the EE shop, you got fucking £2 in your bank. You only need £1 to get a contract. Yeah. I'm straight in that fucking shop.
I love it. Like, sign me up for 2.
Yeah. 24 months. Go on, then.
I need the dealer's phone as well. Like, no, it's fucking, everything is moving too quick, mate.
It is. But every older person says, you know, the older you get, the quicker life goes. Yes, 7 years, I'll be 40, or 8 years, I'll be 40.
Fuck, mate, I'm 40 next fucking year. Don't rub it in. I hate it. I can't stand the fact I'm fucking turning 40.
I'm privileged today to be interviewed by a senior citizen.
Yes. I've been around for a very long time, doing a lot of bad shit.
Indeed.
Sometimes I'm a monster.
That's the only impression I can do of Mike Tyson. It's good. It's fucking hilarious. Because
when Mike was a lot younger, he used to talk like that. You know, he had a New York accent. He was quite high pitched. You know,
his voice when
I haven't done that for about fucking 10 years.
Oh fuck!
I swear to God.
The accents are fucking brilliant though.
Like, I want you to kiss me with those big lips.
Kiss me with those big lips.
I'm gonna make you my girlfriend.
I'm gonna eat your kids.
That's when he was. That's the first live heavyweight fight I ever watched. Was Lewis against Tyson, 2002.
Yeah. I watched that.
I'd been to rugby presentation, like under 12s.
Yeah.
And I was like, Dad, come on, let's stay up, and we'll watch it. Oh, and he was out there on the counters, 4 in the morning. I'm like, Dad, it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. He's like, how the fuck are you still awake, you mad cunt?
Like, remember the excitement when he was fighting?
He bit his fucking leg and everything, mate, to build up to that fight. It was mental.
Yeah, like his fights, when Tyson was fighting, like there's just... The only person that sort of come close to that sort of feeling is McGregor. When McGregor was fighting Aldo and, you know, there was such a lot of bad blood there. You were like, I've got to watch this.
Yeah.
But like Tyson, you genuinely thought, I could see some cunt die tonight.
Yeah.
Somebody may die.
He's not going in there to box.
Yeah.
He's going in there.
He wants to eat the cunts.
Yeah. He's going in there as if you just fucking robbed his house.
Yeah.
Like you robbed his mother's house.
It's fucking, like, it is mad, you know, his story, like, he is a living legend, like.
Who said it was, Oh, Bruno, he said, I'd rather fight Lennox Lewis once a day for a month than fight Mike Tyson once a year, he said, or once in 10 years, you know?
Oh, my God, like...
Fuck, you know. But yeah, Conor McGregor, he's gone, and he's just living it up, and he.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's disappeared.
He has, yeah.
Yeah, unless he's, you know, they reckon he posted a picture of his missus giving him a head on a boat, didn't he?
He did it. All you could see was him just like, and then you could just see the sort of fucking the back of her head, like.
It probably wasn't his missus. It's probably somebody
sorry,
else.
baby D. I was caught in the act, you know. Shut your fucking mouth.
That's bang on, mate. That is. It's fucking bang on. It's like I tell you what I fancy going though is for a steak in his fucking pub. Have you seen that?
The Black Forge.
Oh.
Yeah, it does look nice. If you've got that much money, you can bring in the best chefs for the best menu.
Yeah.
But it's still like an old school British, well, dare I say it, they're pretty much the same, aren't they? British and Irish pubs, you know, through the history when it was all united. But yeah, a good old Irish pub, but he's made it into this fucking Miller and Carter type of. Have you been up there?
Miller and Carter,
mate. They give me half
a
lettuce with fucking slices of Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, they do.
It's fucking hanging.
Didn't you like it? I like it. I like it. I do. Miller and Carter. Have you been to Pasture?
No, I'm not religious, mate.
Mate, I fucking am after going there. The Tomahawk Steak I had.
Never had one.
How
the other half live, innit?
I had a sharer to myself, right?
Oof.
I was like, oh, what do I go for? And I always like to try something new. And I like the steaks thick. So when you have it medium rare, it's still like pink in the middle. You all right, though?
I'm
thinking about the food,
steak,
like, ooh.
Fuck,
but the steak, it came out, it was a sharer, which I had to myself. And I ate some of Stacey's because she left it. So I had a starter. Then I had a sharer. Then I finished Stacey's steak, and then I had a dessert, right?
They brought the cow out, basically.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Was it good?
It's fucking expensive, though. The Tomahawk with 2 sides, which I had.
48.
75.
Fucking hell. I thought I'd get in there with a specific now.
75.
Oh, my God.
That's just for my sharer.
That's a week shop?
Yeah.
Well, in 2005?
Yeah, that's not a fucking week shop now, son.
Jesus Christ, I know, mate.
Fucking all it is.
I spent £37 in Tesco the other day.
Did you?
Only went in there for Barky.
Just bought Barky, like 37 quid's worth of Barky.
Yeah, fuck, no, I think 1 pouch now of Amber Leaf is 30 grams, like £17 odd.
Is it?
It's mad, mate.
That's fucking...
That's why I'm smoking crack.
Yeah, fuck it. Like, I'm just smoking dirt now, right? Get
smoking... Jeffrey Dahmer out then.
Jeffrey. Oh, there's a few jokes going around about that, but they can't be said.
I have to finish it because I can't start something and turn it off unless it's a shit film. I like those type of series, so I'll stick it out and then I'll be researching like fucking, you know, the real court case and all this shit. Like, it's interesting.
It is interesting.
As sick as it is, it's like, as human beings, we're fascinated by serial killers.
By fucking nutters. You're just trying to think.
Like, how did he start off? Was he stabbing people in school and that?
Yeah. What happened? Like,
yeah, fuck. How did he just go from that to that?
But you are like a fly on the wall in it. You know, you feel like you're there. You know, because it is uncomfortable. You know, the scenes in there, and you're thinking, oh fucking hell.
I know.
And then it is, some stuff is uncomfortable, but they couldn't tell the story without.
Yeah, they're not going to sugarcoat it.
No,
they have to tell you it as it is.
That's what happened. Like.
But they also have to. They're not going to show obviously how sick it is, but they're going to do close-ins when he's doing some, you know, whatever, pulling the fucking heart out and that. They're not going to actually show that. But it paints a picture for you, and you're like, oh my god, this guy was real.
Yeah, like this was going on next door to these fuckers who were like. Smell it through the fucking
guy in my freezer next to my fish fingers. Like,
it's fucking bonkers, isn't it? Somebody had something on Facebook the other day, and they said, "Oh, we're not going to find anything dodgy in here now, are we?" And he's just said, "Oh, Head and Shoulders." Oh, fuck's sake! Like, But it is fucked up. Another good series I watched though. I was in Blackbird. My mate told me about it.
Bird Box, I'm thinking of, is it?
Yeah, Bird Box is with Sandra.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah. I did on my left bar. Like
yeah, Sandy Bullock.
No, I did a sketch. Fuck, he goes to a posh school, does he?
Who's that?
I don't know. Some kid looks. Oh, you may be wearing a Scout's fucking outfit.
Probably not round here, like.
Fucking hell.
Oh, that's the postman, son.
It's all inclusive now.
Yeah.
You know,
DPD that is, but
yeah, they're super woke. They're employing kids now.
They're employing kids.
Fucking hell. So
They
did that in the 18th, 19th century, chucking them up fucking chimneys and down coal mines.
Yeah, this everything is a bit, you know, I say it all the time, like fucking it's just comedies getting slaughtered. Well, it's not so much getting slaughtered. They try to slaughter it with all this woke stuff.
Yeah,
and
the people there's an agenda now. You have to make a certain, say it's a sitcom, you have to do it in a certain way. You have to include certain people. And you know, your Foos and Horses, your Faulty Towers, I watched Harry Enfield. Remember the Harry Enfield TV show?
Lulu.
Or Tim Nice for Tim.
Tim Nice for Tim.
And all right, Pill.
Yeah.
All right, Pilly.
Kevin and Perry was awesome.
And wine, slop.
Yeah.
Get the door, wine.
They were fucking brilliant, weren't they? Like they were.
Sorry to before I forget, I was in stitches and I was like, I haven't watched something, I haven't been this fucking creased watching a British sitcom obviously since I did before, and like it's changed completely now. It's too cautious, too safe.
Like Mr. Bean, look how fucking funny that was.
Slapstick physical comedy, and it was brilliant. And
you don't realise at the time, see, either how at the time we took for granted. We took for granted, didn't we? Have you seen his new It's
basically Mr. Bean.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, just Rowan, just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
it's class.
It's fucking brilliant.
Not too fussed on the first Johnny English is funny, but the others are crap.
Yeah. He's a legend. And
love Rowan Atkinson. All of them went to uni together, I think. It was him, Stephen Fry.
Is it?
Hugh Laurie, who's in House.
Yeah.
I think a few of them, they went to fucking Cambridge, so they're all... I think Rowan Atkinson was doing like something like biology or whatever, something, you know, smart, and... he used to walk past the drama class and he'd be like, I'd have a go at that.
Yeah.
And he said he'd just do this fucking stupid shit. Like, and they'd be like, mate, you're in. Like,
yeah, like what the fuck? Like what an odd fucker he looks so. Don't he? He looks odd as fuck. You wouldn't leave him with the kids, like.
Check his
hard drive. Do you know what I mean?
Check his hard drive. No, but in real life, he loves it. He's a lad. He loves his cars. You know, he's a normal guy. He's all right in real life. It's just when he does the certain characters, you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Look at the jib on that.
I'd love to see...
Whistler's mother.
Has he done some... He must have done some serious stuff, has he, over the years?
He's a comic actor, I think, but... yes,
he must have.
He's actually in a Bond film, and nobody knows it's him. He's in For Your Eyes Only from 1982, and he plays like... Or is he in what's it called? Never Say Never Again. He's in a Bond film anyway, and he plays a typical posh British Englishman.
Is it?
But he's not, obviously, he's not doing anything fucking stupid.
I don't know.
Pull it up.
Yeah.
Jamie, pull it up.
Pull it up.
Pull it up, Jamie.
It's fucking, like, I bet he struggles. Like, I tell you, somebody who hasn't done anything for a while is like Seth Rogen.
Yeah. He's not speaking to... when he is speaking to him, he's not working with James Franco anymore, is he?
Since the fucking sex.
The sex pest thing, like...
Fucking...
Mate, but they were like Richard Pryor and fucking Gene Wilder back in the day. They'd make stupid films together.
Yeah.
Pineapple Express.
Brilliant.
I love it.
Class.
What are you, shine shoes? You're a butler? No, I'm a process server.
It's brilliant though, isn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
But he's not making any films anymore because it's too difficult because of all this woke shit.
He's not, really.
Well, that's why he hasn't done anything.
Do you know what it is? He's straight and he's white.
He's straight and he's
That's
right.
why
Yeah,
he's not getting any
that's
fucking...
why he's not getting any views.
No.
But that's
It's not
what it
woke
is.
enough.
So you imagine trying to make a comedy now with all this shit going on. The amount, like the last thing they did, I think, was fucking the one with Kim Jong-un, wasn't it? What's that called?
Oh, the interview.
The interview. That's like the last thing they did.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag?
Like a plastic bag.
He's like, shut up, Dave. I never heard that song.
It's so stupid. Can you imagine Kim Jong-un watching that?
No, they hate us because of their anus.
They hate us because of the anus.
Brilliant.
It is brilliant.
It is a good. Honestly, you want a good laugh. Like, watch that. And he's like, oh my god, Eminem's gay in our show.
Yeah.
Eminem's gay in our show.
But that wasn't even that long ago.
2013, 14, 15 maybe.
So you can't even do, because he shit himself a bit, Seth Rogen did, and he was apologising for Superbad. Now, what a fucking amazing film. Seth Rogen. Because all the woke were going after him.
Fuck, for what?
So this is why he's...
There's nothing controversial in that film,
I think because there was some gay remarks made or something. He called him gay or something. I don't know. But
Fagel instead of... no, they call him Fagel.
Fagel instead of
Fag. His name's Fagel and they changed to McLovin, didn't he?
So yeah, that's...
Shut up, Fagel!
Yeah, so he said he's ashamed of...
cry about it.
He's ashamed of some of the stuff he... and I'm like, fuck off. Just own it, mate. That's...
You can't change the past.
No, like the times we were living in then were completely different. Everything is changing.
Mate,
like
American Pie. How many times did Stifler call?
Yeah,
he's like Finch, you know. He was like, "You're gay." He's like, "No." He's like, "Okay, they're gay." He's just like, he's like, "Guess what?" He's like, "What? You're gay?"
All the time.
As fuck,
like, but it's so fucking stupid the way it's fucking going. Where you're on eggshells with just fucking everything, like, and
most of the time it's lonely, sad people who've got the platform to voice their opinion, which everyone's entitled to, absolutely. But it's often white people being offended on behalf of, say, a different race. But there again, there was something about something Mexican before where this. It was Eminem's video. Shake that ass. Shake that. And they impersonate and they do My Salsa and they do the Mexican thing. Remember that?
Yeah.
And people are coming forward now saying, we need to cancel that video.
Oh,
it's culturally inappropriate.
Fuck's sake.
And I'm like, are there any Mexicans who are or Spanish offended by that? Probably not.
No,
they like Eminem. It's white people, woke people who are like, they need to be cancelled.
Yeah.
And then the media companies then are going, yeah, we totally agree.
Yeah.
We're woke as well.
Yeah, fuck off, innit? Like,
it's like the world's going to explode, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's mental.
You know, like, if you woke and you're putting content up, all the best. I won't be fucking watching it. And don't watch my shit and complain about it either, you know? Fucking hell. There's enough room for every cunt. Yeah, you know, it's just stupid. I can't deal with all this. Like, if we got to go to war... You know, there's no stopping on the battlefield saying, excuse me, I've been offended by, just fucking get on with it. Fuck's sake, like.
Then I shot my dick off.
Yeah.
Like, the dick's gone anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's fucking crazy, like. There's a meme of, what's his name in Titanic? Not Leonardo DiCaprio.
Billy Zane.
And you know what it says? Women and children first.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
if Titanic was
I'm non-binary.
Yeah. He's like, get the non-binary boat.
Yeah. I'm non-binary.
We got 2 days over here.
It's fucking mad. Like, it is mad. It's fucking funny. The way everything's going. But, at the start, I was like, and it did damage comedy for a while. But it feels like, I think there's a lot of people waking up to the fucking fuckery going on, really. Skullduggery. There's a lot of skullduggery going on, trying to cause unrest. And how much of it is real. Because it's easy to look at stuff online and think, oh my God, look at all the views this has had. This is trending.
Yeah.
But if they are pushing an agenda, they just bump those views up.
Yeah. But that's it.
To push that agenda. Oh, this is going viral.
Yeah, they don't care. They just want the views and the money. But like I was saying earlier, there's a good side to social media through self promotion. Freedom of speech, whatever. But then there's also the side then, which has created, I think, the world that we're in today.
Yeah.
Where people tweet, you know, once again, as I said, they tweet things like, this should be, what was it the other day? They were on about the Dunelm advert, and they said, it's like misogynistic or something like that. But it wasn't. It was just a light little joke saying that the baby may not be that guy's father. You know, that guy may not be the baby's father.
Yeah.
Which, you know, Fools and Horses used to joke about it with Boise, and they'd say, oh, you know, when Boise would say, oh, Marlene's pregnant, and then the Driscoll brothers, the gangsters, are like, oh, congratulations, Boise. You let me know the guy who did it, and we'll sort him out. It's just little.
It's fucking hilarious, isn't it?
But little jokes, it's like that's like working class type of humor.
Yeah, you
know?
can't even fucking you can't get away with having banter anymore. You know,
No. I
you
agree.
can.
See, I agree. Like, you know, I'd never say certain things. I respect people's, you know, beliefs and their opinions and what have you. But I think we're losing our sense of humor. I think it's going.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah, you know,
everybody's
that British
just
sense of humor.
like Ricky Gervais's fucking special was brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he was like, look, if anybody's offended, go to the reception. Don't complain in here. Go to the reception, write down, put your name, your address, and then they'll give it to me and I'll wipe my ass with it. Or I'll shit on it or something, he said.
But he makes, on a serious note, he makes a good point saying, just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right. It doesn't mean everybody has to then change and believe in what you believe.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like you said,
the world doesn't work like that.
No.
You know, Jews don't believe in what Muslims believe in. Like, I'm just using religion as a sort of example.
Well, yeah, it's a strong point.
Yeah, everybody's, you know, entitled to their belief and opinion. I respect that totally, but don't stop me having a laugh, you know.
Oh, you got.
And I'm not going to say anything fucking, you know, homophobic or sort of like racist or anything like that.
No.
I just wanted to go, because that was never the intention with British humour.
No.
You look on Only Fools and Horses when they say the P word, you know, about the corner shop, or we're going down the... I don't want to say it, but you know. But we didn't say it in a racial way. It was just known as...
It was known as that. We grew up knowing...
Yeah.
Like, to us, we grew up thinking that was what it was called.
Yeah, and do you remember, like, I remember, I bought 50 Cent's album, like, in 2004. I can't remember one of his early ones. And they say the N-word in that. And we'd all be outside the spa, rapping along. Yeah. Not in a racist way, just like, oh, this is cool. I want to be like, oh, shut, what's up? Yeah. You know, I'd say the N-word, and it'd be...
Well... You'd say it because it's in the songs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
we
it's
didn't
part
look into
of
the
lyrics.
Yeah.
Like that word that was used all those years ago.
We don't say it in that.
We're not connected with that.
Exactly. Spot
we're connected with what was relevant. Like the rappers were cool.
Yeah.
They were singing their songs. You know,
we'd try and be little gangsters then, you know. We'd buy the flat peak, the New York Yankee hats, and we'd be hoodies up, and we'd all be rapping along.
We just didn't look the same, did we?
Who's that Italian-looking kid thinking he's a gangster? Like
we looked like that guy from Pretty Fly for a white guy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that was a good era. That was.
Yeah, best times of my life. I loved it, you know, and.
I think the millennium has fucked everything up, to be honest with you.
What do you mean?
As soon as we hit the millennium, it all went downhill from there. Think about it. It all went pretty downhill after 2000.
Well, I was only 10 in 2000. I was just like...
Oh, yeah. I suppose when you came out of the drug phase, it started going downhill.
I kind of get what you mean. The early 90s, you had the rave scene.
I think the music started changing as well.
Ecstasy.
The music started dipping and going downhill. Like, it was all electronic shit. Like, look at the classics, mate. The bands, the fucking raw shit that they played live on stage.
What you're saying is pop culture changed for the worse.
Yeah.
Great to some people, obviously. That's fantastic. You know, if you're into a certain genre,
if you're into Shaggy, you know, if you're into Shaggy,
I want to show the nation my appreciation.
It's fucking.
I love Shaggy. I did. I'll be honest with you.
I loved it.
I was like 13.
Were you?
I was like, she got me on the camera.
Yes, in school.
Yeah,
it wasn't me, a kid singing
but
it.
Now, but I was gonna say this earlier. But now I'm older, and I'm taken a step back, and I actually have patience, and I listen to things, you know. And I'm talking like I'm fucking 70, I'm only 32. But my point being is, I listened 90% of the time. I listen to old music rather than new music. I'm on Spotify. I could listen to, say, Elvis. I could go to fucking Led Zeppelin, you know. I'd listen to blues, jazz. I put Smooth Radio on the other day, listening to 80s.
Yeah, it's
you know,
classics.
just like, and they're fucking great.
They're classics.
I'm doing my fucking emails, like I'm writing away, and I've got fucking Toto Africa blasting in the background. You know?
Like the kids now, like they're gonna look at
Billie Eilish won't be around in 40 years, and people won't be still talking about her. People are still talking about fucking Queen and you know T-Rex and all the fucking just class bands, like amazing.
They've stood the test of time. It's fucking.
That's the very words. You know, absolutely.
It's standing that test of time. But there's nothing out there now that's going to be, you know.
Andrew Tate made a good point the other day.
What did he say?
He said, right, I do agree with a lot of what he says, and other stuff I think, shut up, you twat.
Yeah, some stuff
it's
he's
like
right.
Piers Morgan, he's controversial. And
some stuff is, you think, oh, do you know what, he's got a point.
Yeah.
And then there's other stuff, and he was on about something to do with depression the other day, and he's like, oh, I'm like, mate.
Yeah, when he said, I don't open that side of my brain.
Mate, you clearly don't suffer with depression, like.
Exactly,
what are you talking about, you think?
And I'm like, shut up, you big-headed twat.
You're making a cunt of yourself.
Like, I agree with that.
Yeah, some stuff he says, I agree with.
Yeah, but he was saying, right, and I couldn't agree more. Music, music now has become a business, right? So you have your Miley Cyruses, your Rihannas, your fucking Billie Eilishes, and they are just robots, so puppets for the corporations. Yeah. That's their cash, that's their cash machine. And he said, musician, and I've always said this, right? Musicians say in back in the day, they play their own instruments, they'd write their own songs. They were an artist. You can call yourself an artist. But now he said, you get Rihanna, can you come down to the studio for 10 minutes? Or we've got this song written for you. We want you to say, ooh na na, what's the name? Ooh na na. And then he said they play it on the fucking radio so many times that you automatically start to like it when you don't even realize you like. And the next one, you fucking drive into the gym and you're like, ooh na na. I'm like, what am I doing? And then you pay, you buy into it and you go and see her, then you pay fucking £100, whatever, you know, to go and see her. And then you're like, and from an outside perspective, you're looking at it thinking, this is a business.
Yeah.
In 10 years' time, when she dies out now, not literally, but when she phases out, they're going to have another little robot come in. Billie Eilish's, your fucking Ariana Grande's. It's cash machine for kids. That's what it is.
Do you know that process you say in there now that they use there with that, where...
How can you call yourself an artist?
The companies that own these artists basically will pay to have that played over and over and over again on the radio. So the manipulation of that is exactly what we see with our news.
With the news, yeah. You know? I found myself, rest in peace to the Queen. I'm not a monarchist, I'm not a royalist, but I liked her character. I thought she did a lot. She was quite humorous, and she did her job and what have you. But all of that fucking 10 days when he was on and I like watching the news. I always have. I like to keep up to date and what have you. It's not all necessarily true, as we know. But I by the end of the week, I was like, oh, poor lady. And then I was like, thinking of a funeral. I was like, what the fuck? They've done a job on me.
Yeah.
The media have done it. Media, every media company in Britain, I'd say, apart from certain radio stations or what have you, they pro-royals. They push the agenda. The Kate, the Harry and Meghan thing, or the fucking, Wills and Kate, the new royals. We're reinventing the royals, the image of the royals.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need a fucking monarchy anymore.
We don't. It's ridiculous. And people will be like, yeah, but it brings in all this money. And it's just like, I didn't watch any of it. I didn't. I just don't know. I'm not a royalist. I think like our tax money could be used so much better. We're just getting bled dry, and everybody's like worshipping this thing that's bleeding us dry, and it's like it doesn't make sense to me.
It's basically
they're living off all of us and taking all of our money. They're rich and we're poor.
Prince Charles, the moment the Queen died, he got a payment of 22 million straight into his bank.
What?
Doesn't need it, but because he's now become the monarch, he gets that payment as if this just like a sort of a start off payment just to get you going, get your business up and running.
Get yourself something sexy.
Imagine not working, right, all your life, and all of a sudden, 73, you're like, fucking hell, I got to go to full-time work now.
I've hit the jackpot, like, I've got to go to work.
Yeah, it's
That's
bonkers.
crazy.
I love history. Yeah, I always have. I know a lot more about the Royals than I'd like to, you know, but I'm interested in it. Like, if they sat in the background, paid for themselves, which of course they can pay for themselves. Well, I wouldn't
even
mind.
though they pay for themselves, they're still paying for themselves out of the money they've taken from us.
Exactly, but if they didn't take money from us and we just said we cut the rope and said, there we are, you're on your own. Great, you know, good on them. They can bring in the tourism still and what have you, but why the fuck? We need every penny we can get at the moment, right?
Oh, fuck.
Why the fuck should I have to pay out of my tax to go towards a family that are worth literally billions of pounds?
Yeah. It's ridiculous. You know, people will look back at us in the future and be like, those cunts lived in the Stone Age, putting up with that.
We are. I like the idea of the Republic of Great Britain, yeah? So we don't have a monarchy. Westminster, there wouldn't be much of a difference. The only difference is we don't pay tax and we've abolished the monarchy.
Yeah.
You know, they still... Westminster obviously run the country through a democracy, you know, and parliament, but... let's move forward, man. If the French got rid of it, don't execute the fucking royals. Just cut them off and say good luck, all the best. You know.
Listen,
fucking
I
hell.
think the only way you're gonna get them out is by fucking execute them.
The French did it. The French did it. Hundreds of years ago, and they're a republic. They're a modern country.
There's an awful lot.
It's not a fucking Disney film.
Yeah,
like, do you know
I know.
what I mean?
All fucking songs and dancing, like you know. It's I think something needs to change here. There's too much. I don't like this dictatorship we live in. Like, I don't like it. I haven't liked it for a long time. Yeah, I've spoken about moving abroad and shit like that. Like, you know, because
in Britain, you mean, is there?
What now?
Dictatorship.
Yeah. I think it's...
But it's not the obvious... By dictatorship, I understand what you're saying. They dictate through media. By convincing you, by teaching you a way to think.
Government.
It's an agenda. Everything has to go through Parliament, but I think the media mainly convince you. If they want Boris Johnson in power, they'll do everything to convince you he's a lovely man, lovable Boris, ruffle his
controlled,
hair. Yeah. And that's essentially how they do it, I think. They get certain people in power because it benefits them in the background. Tax avoidance and, tax cuts and so on. I agree with you there, 100%.
It's all sort of controlled. Like everything, like the NHS system is so stretched at the minute. Like when I was in hospital...
Yeah, it's shocking, mate.
Fuck, you know, you see things in a different light with it all, and you're like, fucking hell, like, just everything's pushed towards making you go private.
Yeah, of
really.
Course it is. Yeah,
I mean, you know, because
was it you was telling me the other day you were on some waiting list and you thought, fuck it, I'll go private.
Yeah,
and you had it done like straight away.
I haven't had it done yet. I've gone private.
Somebody else I was talking to.
I have gone private for my sarcoidosis. I got going on because
what's that, sarcasm, is it?
Yeah, I'm just a sarcastic cunt all the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Like that. You're like that. I think I got that as well. But no, it's you know, that's the way it's going. Like, it's everything's gonna have to go private and shit.
Yeah. But there again, they make a profit out of that. Then again,
that's
ultimately what I think that. Well, it's not what I think. It's a fact. They want to sell it off to these American pharmaceutical companies to make more money, and it's not going to be it's not going to be publicly owned anymore.
The American fucking pharmacy companies that are destroying the fucking world at the minute, because that's another thing. Is I was watching a podcast with a guy talking about he worked in the pharmacy, the big pharma fucking companies when he left school. He said he was making a fortune.
Big money.
And he said they were turning away better products because they were in cahoots with these other companies. So there's better products out there that aren't as damaging. They know these other products are causing other cancers, stuff like that, but they were still fucking shipping them off and selling them anyway.
It's a business,
you know, but that's where people are a little bit, you know, go and watch it. It's like one of Joe Rogan's last but one videos, And the guy is just like, he goes right in depth. He knows his shit. And he's like, look, the system is fucked. It's just about fucking figures and money.
That's where, like, we don't realise how good we've got it with an NHS. Like, if it was private, we'd have to have insurance like a fucking dog.
Yeah.
You know? If you haven't got insurance, you can't, you got stage 4 cancer, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You know, it costs too much.
It's crazy.
You haven't got insurance. It's like...
Yeah, but the way it's going is they're turning everything, like, by making people go private, right? The people go private, then they jump the queue and push the other people back because it's the same doctors. So what you're technically doing is creating like an Alton Towers or Disneyland fast track.
Yeah, of course you are.
But you're pushing everybody further back.
Yeah.
Because they're the original doctors you would have seen. So you're paying to jump the fucking queue.
Yeah.
So the poor people are getting shunted back then.
It's shocking.
But not poor people. Once that gets started where you pay to go private, soon as they brought that in, they fucked us.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like, obviously the NHS is struggling because they need about 50 more hospitals everywhere. They need more doctors, more nurses, more porters. They need everything to obviously keep up because the country is there's so many people in this country now in comparison to 20, 30 years ago. Obviously then you're going to have massive queues and backlog.
Yeah. I couldn't help but think like how glad I was when after the bike crash I was in hospital and I was like, fucking thank fuck we have got an NHS system, even though it it didn't go fucking smooth, but I was like, fucking hell, you appreciate it's there.
Of course you do.
When something like that happens, and the nurses, they're all fucking up against it up there, like, do you know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, it's a thankless job.
Yeah.
It is a thankless job, and
Well, I was in A&E, right, when I broke my hand, and I was in A&E for about 12 hours. I was waiting, and I just stuck it out. I think this is going off.
It's because you're not close. It's not close enough to you.
There we are.
Yeah,
right. And
you gotta suck it, like Dharma.
Fuck I have to stretch my fucking gob.
You gotta Dharma the fuck out of it, son.
I haven't got to that bit yet. And it's like I was waiting 12 hours, and when they did finally operate, like they sort of put 2 numbing injections in, and this guy was this doctor was trying to push my bones back. I was in agony, mate. And I was you bastard. But after it, I said, thank you so much, guys. I said, you've been brilliant. I said, your patience, not literally your patience.
Your patience were lovely. Dave over there.
Yeah. Bill and Sean over there, bless them, and waiting hours, seniors and that. But yeah, I said to them, I said, you're brilliant. I said, thank you so much. I did. I felt bad for them because they were fucking on like a 12,
and they're just flat out running around.
Yeah, just going from customer to customer like it's in fucking Tesco, on the checkout.
And you've got to be so on the ball with that because you're talking early hours of the morning. I was there when they were running around.
Yeah,
and like when you were saying then about the patients, there was a cracking bunch of boys in my room with me. We had a good laugh. Like,
you get to know everything.
I fucking talking to every fucker I was. Just walking around, but I did get on their tits a bit, the nurses, I think, because I was just wanting to go out all the time, and they were like, you can't take the fucking fentanyl fucking thing with you, and I'm like, I fucking go in, like...
Especially when you're smashing that fucking, that gas and air, innit?
Fuck, well, I was on the fentanyl drip thing, and you press the button, and it
feeds you more, and you're like, because you're so spaced out in hospital, you're like, bye.
Oh yeah, it's like a fucking, it's like a blur, yeah. It is. It took me about 2 weeks to come round.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, what have I been fucking doing the last couple of weeks? But it's fucking weird. Like, it's a bizarre, because you are just drugged up the whole time you're there.
That's it, innit? If I'm going in hospital,
just drug me up.
Drug me up, motherfucker. Let's get it going.
Fucking hell, like. But when they took me in to put me to sleep, the nurse said, I've never seen anybody so fucking, like, excitable going in for an op. And I was looking forward to being put to sleep, like, which sounds ridiculous.
I was awake after my operation. Well, obviously, I was just you had a doctor there just talking to you. And
what did they do to you, then? Because I got titanium plate in there, and I had it pinned right the way through all these knuckles.
I don't think I've actually got a plate. What it was, they put a rod in there, like a metal rod.
Yeah.
And then put the cast around it. So basically, they were trying to push the bone back down into place.
That's the one I broke as well. So.
Yeah, it was that and that one. It was stupid story.
Well, I done that, and all of this flapped back.
Yeah.
My fingers are tucked down like that.
Yeah.
But
that was flat. That knuckle. It was down there. Can you see the lump?
Yeah, because look how
yours is pretty. Yeah. How did you punch something? Did you?
Yeah.
I did as well, but I'm not gonna. It wasn't anybody or I punched something through an argument with one of my
someone's
friends.
fucking head.
I basically punched something instead of my friend. And,
He's a monster. He's a monster.
Every conversation now is gonna go back to Mike.
Yeah.
Go back to Mike. But
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh
fuck yeah! It's like I had it well. Like
and then he pulled it out. It was for that long, and it was like,
yeah.
And he's like, "There we are."
Do you know the pins?
What do you mean there? We fucking are.
Do you know the pins they took out of there?
Yeah.
They went through that bone, and that bone, right? And I think they went into that one. So I had 2 hooks sticking out, and it was grating on the cast.
Ugh.
They pulled the cunt out, mate. They didn't. They said, they just pulled the cunt out. But it didn't come out like that. The cunt was, because the bones had healed around
it. It was hard to get out.
He had a pliers, and he was leaning on me, like had his knee on my fucking hand to hold my hand.
I can't.
And you could feel it going pop, 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 pop. And it looked about that long when he took it out.
Fuck,
But fuck, yeah, that wasn't fucking nice, son.
Ugh.
But yeah, they'll be weighing me in after my days are gone now, because I got titanium in my ribs.
Fuck, the T1000, like.
I better not walk past
T800.
Is titanium magnetic?
Probably, yeah.
Better watch walking past a big magnet then.
Yeah, bitch, magnet!
Oh, it's fucking mad though. No, it's been good to catch up, son.
Thank you, mate. Always a pleasure.
Welcome anytime.
Get this guy's the best tattooist on the street.
On the street. Oh, I don't know, mate. There's a couple of kids I've seen with good art on the fucking roads, like.
Yeah. Get me in for a tattoo, mate. Once we wrap this up now.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say?
The drugs are great.
Drugs are great. The drugs do work. I don't know what that guy in that song was talking about.
Yeah, I used to think. Funny story about that quickly. Like I always used to think it was clocks. Clocks don't work.
Clocks.
And I was working in the BT at the time. One of my mates, Luke, I was just singing it, walking past, and he's like, "Clocks is his son."
The clocks don't work.
He's like, "Oh, clocks is his son." I was like, "Oh yeah, it's fucking
the clocks don't work."
There's something. If there is a tidy radio version and he says clocks, that it has to be. I wouldn't just say clocks. It's got to be a version of it. But yeah, thank you, mate.
Hey, no worries. There's something I was going to say about as well, which was when I was in hospital and there was such a mad group of characters in and out. I said to the boys in there, I said, you know what? Because it would constantly change. You'd have somebody go, somebody new come in. And the dynamic changed all the time. And there were some people kicking off and some people fucking...
Yeah, same.
Yeah. And
A&E's the best.
It basically... Well, this was in the ward, though.
Fuck.
This was in the ward. So there was a constant change. But I said to the boys, you could do a comedy sketch just based in a hospital with fucking people moving in and out all the time.
Yeah.
And that would be that'd be fucking class, that would be. Has it been done before?
I don't know. There's a Faulty Towers episode where Basil hits his head and he's just fucking going around and he's like, no, Mr. Faulty, back in here, and he's off his nut from the drugs. But yeah, I was thinking of an idea before called the Job Centre. And you'd have the different characters who go in, and it's kind of like a mockumentary.
Yeah.
And they interview the staff, and they're like, so and so's come in. Here we go again. I bet he says this and that now. And it's like, just like a Peter Kay type of thing where he points out certain characters.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
Yeah, there's so much shit out there to do in it, and but my mind always works like that, because the first thing I thought I was like, this would fucking make a hell of a. You could have done a comedy sketch just of the people we had in there.
What I always strongly stand by is originality. On TikTok now, that like certain comedy sketches are trends, so people just do a sketch because it's a trend. You know, I do it now and again, obviously, to just to do something different. But it's become a norm now to not be original.
Yeah.
If you're original and you're good, it'll blow up.
Yeah.
Because it's fresh, is what people are looking for, you know. So
Yeah.
try and keep it original, I say.
Keep it clean, keep it clean, keep it original, and don't go woke.
And don't tell Debbie.
Don't tell. Right then, mate. Hey, it's been a pleasure. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
It's nice to be back doing. I got a few people. Well, I've said this for ages now. I got a few people lined up who said about coming on, and I will get round to it. This was a bit of an off the cuff thing today, wasn't it?
It's always the best.
Yeah.
You know, it's unplanned events are always the best.
Unplanned, just get it out there and just like
at the end of the day, you're sitting with your mate having a chat, and
it's like I enjoy having the chats and that, you know. It's always good to catch up, and it's always good, you know, like anybody's got any interesting stories or things going on in their life, you know, give me a message, you know, if it's worth fucking talking about.
If it's,
you know,
something original and different.
People want to something people want to listen to, like, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
So, yeah, just fucking let me know and we'll see if we can get it going. But this is Tom Rix, guys. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome, mate. Guys, for those who are unaware, you can follow me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Tom Rix Comedy. I'm always putting out mad shit, and I love you all. Peace.
Take it easy, guys. This is Wall Sharpening.